Yo guys, what's up? It's T-Bot here, and today we're going to be talking about how to farm and upgrade your walls very fast in Clash of Clans. So this is an updated guide for 2016, and I thought I'd just make this video because it's very hard to upgrade those walls, and you guys have probably noticed that. That's why you're clicking this video. But you can see right there, I'm trying to get the core all to level 8 walls, and I've got a few replays here with a pretty interesting strategy that I think is going to help you guys out. So you can see last 4 raids, the total is around, I'd say like 1.6 million in total. So that's a lot of loot. I don't know right off the bat if that's actually 1.6 million, but around there, hopefully it is. But we're going to go ahead and look at some of these replays and look at this army composition. You can see that I have some archers, goblins, giants, and wall breakers along with my barbarian king, and I have absolutely no spells. You don't need any spells with this composition, but you can bring them to increase your chance of getting more loot. So when you're upgrading your walls, you really want to look for raids that have a lot of loot. You can see 337,000 gold and 306,000 elixir is available on this raid, and you can see that all of the loot is in the gold collectors and the elixir collectors, so it's very easy to get this loot. Basically, you want to send in the giants first to act as a meat shield against all those defenses, and then send in your main troops, so the goblins and the archers or the barbarians. You can include barbarians if you want, and there's also wall breakers in this composition just to get inside of the base, just in case some collectors are inside and they're completely full. So you can see I'm taking out the elixir on the right side of the base. I still have a lot of troops available, so you don't want to spam troops all at once. I'm dropping a giant just to act as a meat shield. I'm actually dropping all of my giants right there, and then we're going to be able to take out a few collectors that are still inside of the base. There's a minute left on this raid and still around 100,000 of each resource, so we're going to be sending in some more troops, wall breakers right there, trying to get that dark elixir. Let's see if we can do it, but I'm okay with leaving the raid with 219,000 gold and 200,000 elixir, but I'm going to be sending in my barbarian king. He's a level 5, so I can use his ability. I'm going to be waiting until those archers take out that collector. Now setting in my barbarian king, thinking that he can maybe take out the gold storage. I really wanted that gold storage. Now I'm going to speed up this raid just because it gets a little bit stale. You can see the archers are working their way around, get blown up. Barbarian King goes in and takes out the dark elixir storage here. I'm going to use his ability, and he's going to die out here from a swipe from the level 1 Barbarian King. So that wraps up that raid. So I got around 400 something thousand loot in total, and I got 8 trophies off of that. So now let's get into the next raid on my account. And all of these raids obviously have a lot of loot, and if you saw my defensive log, there was like 1.1 million taken from my base. That's because I just wasn't on enough on my second account. But you can see I'm dropping in all of these troops on the left side of the base, and 2 giants were sent in to act as meat shields. So all of this loot is just available on the outside, and it's very easy to get. Now I find bases like these probably around like every 2 swipes, and this is down in like Silver 1 League, and the loot is actually really good for Town Hall 8s, but it's really bad for some higher level players, and they definitely need to fix that system up, because it's probably not fair. So you can see that the archers are taking out the gold mines there that are inside the base, and that's why I like archers. They stretch across the walls, take out that loot, and now we still have some collectors at the bottom side of the base, and that's why I'm going to send in some giants and some wall breakers to take them out. So you can see dropping in just a few giants here. Now I'm going to send in those wall breakers, heading towards that archer tower, and then I'm going to send in some of those goblins, because I haven't used any goblin on this raid yet. So 44 seconds remaining. They're going to be able to penetrate through that next layer of walls to get through those elixir collectors. Still around 35 seconds remaining, 233,000 gold taken and 150,000 elixir, so I wouldn't mind just ending the raid right here after I take out that elixir collector. And now there's a few elixir storages that are still remaining, so I'm dropping in some goblins just because I have them left over, sending in each one, and they're going to be taken out by that wizard tower. Not such a smart idea. I could have saved them, and I would recommend you doing the same, but I just wanted to spend them all. So 12 seconds remaining. You can see the wizard tower goes down, 50% on the base, and if you want to go for the win, you can. I generally wasn't going for the win. It was whatever. If I could take as much loot as I could, I would do it. So then the raid ends right here, and I took around 400,000 loot in total, kind of like the last raid. Now let's get into the last raid, and this one is actually barged just because I had it trained up already. I didn't want to waste it or just put it in like a goblin map, so I went ahead and attacked somebody, and it turns out I got the most gold out of all of these raids, from that Barch attack. So you can see this is a Town Hall 7. He's got his Town Hall on the outside, which isn't really smart, but he chose to do that. So I'm going to drop in Barbarians and some archers at the bottom side of the base. You can see that one compartment has all of the collectors, and it looks like a few collectors are outside of the compartment, but most of them are right there, and there's a lot of loot in this base, so that's why I'm attacking it, going in, penetrating through that compartment. It looks like we're going to be able to send in the Barbarian King in just a few seconds here, and it's just a matter of time before we go back to my base and upgrade some of those level 8 walls with all this loot I've gained only from these raids and the collectors from the past day. So let's go ahead and see if we can get the one. There's the 1-star, and the Barbarians are taking out the gold mines, and 2 elixir collectors are left, along with 2 gold mines at the top of the base by the cannon there, and 27% taking out that last collector. And now I'm going to send in the rest of my archers on the right side of the base, hopefully taking out those gold mines. So I noticed that there wasn't too much dark elixir, and I'm not really worried about dark elixir on this raid. And it looks like we're taking out the second to last collector, or the second to last gold mine, and we're going to speed it up just a little bit here until I take out almost the last one. And it looks like I ended the raid with 44%, 5 trophies, and around 400,000 loot in total, kind of like the last one, around 400,000. And now let's get into my base. You can see right there, those are the walls that I'm going to be upgrading. The walls in the center of the base, and they are going to be level 8 in a few seconds here. I have 1.8 million gold, so let's go ahead and start upgrading right after I get the connection. So there is the first one, here's the second one, and the third one is coming up very soon. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Open your mind, this is work ethic. 99% of you couldn't comprehend the method, cause you too wrapped up in the money and bitches. I get riches but never sacrifice the art. Been real from the start now.